Welcome back to Story to Watch. Today we're going to do a movie review of Netflix Murder Mystery. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, all right, this movie came out June 14th of this year. It's directed by Kyle Newacheck. It's starring Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston, Luke Evan, Gemma Arterton, I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I butchered it. Adeel Akhtar, I think that's how you say it. Again, I'm sorry if I butchered it. I stuck with names and Chancellor Valorum and General Zod himself, Terence Stamp. Okay, now the basic plot of this movie is a New York cop takes his wife on a vacation to Europe for the first time, and they get caught up in a murder mystery on a billionaire yacht, and it just kind of goes from there. Now, this movie's part of a deal that Adam Sandler has with Netflix. Now, a while back, there was a report that he had this deal with Netflix for X amount of movies. I don't remember how many movies that was. And I just, doing show prep, I saw an article saying that he just extended that deal for 4 more movies. So I don't know whether or not if this movie, where this falls in, which is not really all that important. But anyway, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It's not the world's, it wasn't the best Adam Sandler movie I've ever seen. It's definitely not at the top of the list, but it's not at the bottom of his movies either. I like Adam Sandler. I usually like most of his movies, whether or not they're like, you know, total blockbusters or not. When not, they're usually pretty funny. Even, no matter what, they're usually funny here and there and stuff like that, and they're good, usually good watches and whatnot. So this definitely ranks up there. My wife at the beginning, she's like, I don't know why you want to watch this. I've already figured out who did it. I'm like, well, I'm not watching it for the murder mystery part of it. I'm watching it because it's an Adam Sandler movie and I want to laugh. It doesn't really matter who did it, and stuff like that. I go, who do you think did it? The butler? Anyway, um, so that's pretty much all I can really say about that without going into heavy spoiler territory and stuff like that. So if you have not seen this movie, now would be the time to leave. And if you are going to leave, please like and subscribe. And thank you for coming. But here we go. You have any spoilers, so I warn you. Again, Adam Sandler's this cop. He's trying to become a detective. He's taken the test like several times, and he's failed it like 3 or 4 times. I believe they said at the beginning of the movie. And then it's his wedding anniversary. He wants to um, surprise his wife with good news and stuff like that. And he ends up, he didn't pass, so he ends up lying to her, and he ends up saying, "We're going to go to Europe for our honeymoon, like we've been planning for years," and blah 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 blah. And then it just gets funny after that. They get on the plane. He's like sleeping and snoring and all this other stuff like that. And she gets up and wanders around because it's a long plane ride, and she runs into Luke Evans's character. So when Adam Sandler wakes up, there's like a little, not like a major confrontation, but you could definitely tell that he's got the cop thing going on, and Luke Evans invites him out to this boat. And it's like that for this party, and they're like, "No, we're cool. We already got plans and whatnot." And when they actually land the plane in Europe, and they find out that their vacation would ensue with a tour bus full of yelling, screaming parents and kids and stuff like that. They're like, "Hey, why don't we go with the rich guy? It's probably going to turn out to be a better vacation." I don't think so. But anyway, so they end up going with this guy, and like nobody knows who the hell they are. And even at the one point when Terence Stamp character shows up, because he's the reason why everybody's on this boat, because they're all kissing his ass to get money. And as he basically says that, he's like, you're all a bunch of blood sucking leeches, and you're all cut off from here on out. I got this new will, and my new Asian wife here, she's the one, she's getting everything, you get nothing. And like he's got this ancient dagger that he got for a present or whatnot, and he goes to sign the will, light goes out, light comes back on, there's a gunshot, and he's got this dagger in his chest and he's dead. And then at this point, everybody thinks that Adam Sandler is a detective, because that's what he said and whatnot. And they, what should we do? He goes, well, we got to seal off the crime scene and whatnot. And then like there's this colonel guy who's got like a fake arm and one eye and stuff like that. He takes the knife out and he puts it back in. He's like kind of like playing with it and stuff like that. Like, you're not supposed to touch the murder weapon and stuff like that. So let's stop doing that and whatnot. So that was pretty funny and whatnot. And like now you kind of think, okay, who did it? Because like the light was out and you couldn't see who did it and stuff like that. And my wife said she's already figured it out. I'm like, well, let's just watch it and see what happens. It's been funny so far and whatnot. So, and then when they pull into, I think, Morocco or something like that, there's this French guy, and I forget French cop, and I forget which police force he said he was with. He thinks it's Adam Sandler and his wife who did the murder and stuff like that because they're the only difference between the group. Not because everybody's known each other for years, so you're the only thing different, so it had to be you. He goes, well, it's not. He goes, well, I already know that you're not a detective, so you're already lying to me and stuff like that, and then he's like, well, I'm going to prove that you did it. I'm going to prove that I didn't do it, and, Sandler says and whatnot, and their dialogue in between, which was kind of funny and pretty funny. And then, so then, like, they go around, they're trying to prove themselves innocent, and then some of the other people that are on the boat, they start dropping off like flies. One guy gets shot, another guy, Luke Evans' character, gets poisoned. And then it's just they're running around in this small town and stuff like that, and it's just hilarious, just funny. And like at one point they're in this big huge car chase and stuff like that, where they're trying to catch who they think is the bad guy, and Jennifer Aniston's driving this Ferrari, and she, just can't catch this car, and is like, obviously it's the faster car, and we're like, my wife's like, really, she can't get that car to catch it? This is such bull, but they do, and it's just funny. I mean, it's just a funny movie. It's not a serious movie, so don't go into this thinking it is. Granted, it says it's a murder comedy mystery movie, so I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was funny. It's not the best Adam Sandler movie I've ever seen, but I guess 3 out of 5 stars if I actually had to give it a rating. I recommend watching it. It's a good Saturday, Sunday afternoon watch, or after you had a couple beers or something, maybe. I don't know. Did you see this movie? Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this movie. Did you see the same thing? Do you think it was kind of funny? Have you watched any of the Adam Sandler Netflix movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe. Click on that bell so you can be notified every time we drop a video. I'll see you next time. Peace.